Well, here we are in our second attempt to try and get a video of these three little lots right off of a subdivision called Sherwood Forest. And I turned this on the way there so that you could get a feel for it a little bit. This is Highway M72. This is a kind of a main east-west road in northern Michigan. I'm turning right at this stoplight onto this road. Notice I'm doing all this driving and recording and talking without killing myself so far. And I'm doing this with a stick shift, I might add. So here we go. And this is kind of a little side street that runs into it. As you can see on the sides, this is a residential neighborhood that we're going by. This is indeed a very unique video that you're watching. There's none other like this. And right here we're going across a bridge, and you can kind of see there's a river here. And this is coming into the start of that subdivision that I mentioned. It's called Sherwood Forest. You've heard of that, I'm sure. And houses are modest, as you can see. This subdivision is probably 40 years old, maybe 50 at the most. I would say it was developed in the 70s. Trees are all oaks and pines, and of course it's November. It's almost November over, and since that's the case, there's no leaves on any of the trees. They've left for the year. Come back in the spring. In Sherwood Forest subdivision on the streets. All the lots, I might add, are quite large in here. Really don't see any 60-foot wide city-type lots around here. These lots are actually probably 175 by 2 1/4 in size. The road has gotten a little rough over the years. Now, right at the end of this street that we're going down is where the first lot is. Kind of down to the end of the street to the right. There's a new house going up right there, and this is being constructed by Habitat for Humanity. It's on that lot back there. There's an existing house right there, and then the first lot, the rectangular shaped lot that has no little arms sticking off of it, is right here. This is it. And let me get out. This is probably making you dizzy trying to watch this while I'm driving or walking along. That's the lot. Like there's our real estate sign. And I believe this property has a lot line that is pretty close to where the neighbor has this little portable garage that you can see right there. I think our lot line is about right straight through there. And I think this lot, if my memory serves, was 100 foot deep and 200 feet on the front, along the front. So the lot probably runs about down to the mailbox right there. There's my car parked right by the mailbox. So it's got some reasonable trees on it, mostly oak and some popple or aspen. Now from this property, that piece right there, there's a house. Go down to the other two lots, and they're across the street from each other. And let me hook that belt. Down this road are those two arms of the lots that are across the street from each other. And they run right down the road. As I said before, the road, it has an easement over those pieces of property. And if we go down here, you'll see we're coming to my real estate signs. There's one on the left and one on the right. And that depicts about where these two pieces of property are. I think the one on the left is quite accurate, mainly because there's a, let's see, right in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a post or a stake right there, and I think that's where this piece of property starts and goes down that way for a little bit. Then the other one is right across the street from it, and it's over there. And I'll stop and get out here. Okay. This parcel is the back of it. I don't know if you can see it or not. The back of this property is a railroad track, if you can see it. It's hard to tell from where I am if you'll be able to see it. On the other side of that railroad track is an airport. If you can see an open field back there, there's a large military airport. Little used, but an airport nonetheless. And as I indicated, that back is a railroad grade. Now, that I am facing approximately east-northeast right now, perhaps towards the east more. If I swing around to this direction, that's probably north, and then across the street to the west is the other lot, which is there. Next door to this lot, I'll walk down here a little bit so you can see it, is a large garage that someone owns. I think there's a foundation to the right of this garage, and maybe you can see it through the trees, where they were at one time going to build a house, but that's been there for several years, and they evidently are not going to build the house any longer. So there you have it. There are the three pieces of property, what they look like, the trees on them, and the roadway to them, or from them, depending on which way you're going.